because
I'm trying to fix
All
this. I
right.
don't know. It's just
she's
We
cool.
are slightly live. I don't know if we're exactly live yet. They're not ready. I'm ready. Um, Amy's sideways, so she's really not ready. But this is your Extreme Rules 2016 review, and I want to welcome you to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, and the only podcast that is always an instant classic, and I mean always an instant classic.
Oh,
And
you
and don't believe don't
me?
believe what Justin says. Because he say it sometime, but he just be playing. It over
It's
here. This is where it's true.
classic. True.
But let's jump right into this pay-per-view review. We start off with a kickoff match, which I was actually surprised that I actually got to watch, because I got home about 10 till 8 o'clock, and I was like, it's gonna start by like 15 till, and it hadn't even started when I got here. Like Dolph Ziggler was still coming out, so I was like, whoo, I made it in time. Um, but I can't remember, but I don't think Ziggler even took his shirt off. It at least took him a solid 5 minutes to take his shirt off.
no.
Which
It's
did he never
stayed
take it off?
on. It never
Weird,
came off.
Is
weird.
that
I mean, he's one of those guys that just loves to take his shirt off. So I'm surprised.
were you
Um,
upset about that?
what?
I'm slightly concerned you're worried about Dolph Ziggler not having his shirt off. Like, I think I should be more concerned than you should.
I think DJ is more concerned than you are, which is
See, it's not necessarily that I'm concerned. I was just confused. Because when you're used to seeing, like it's one of those things when you're used to seeing someone in glasses all the time, and you see them in not glasses, then see. Anyway,
kind of like the new day under the table.
yeah, it's weird. When they're under the table, but then they're not. It's weird.
And
But
then
All right.
anyway,
the glasses off, and it makes it. It's
she did this on purpose. She did this on purpose. But anyway,
Horrible
when
evil.
Ziggler got when Ziggler got ran to the post, I thought that was pretty cool. The DDT reversal was really good. Baron Corbin knows how to throw a low blow. I think he like had a brother. Um, he had a brother when he was little, and they used to wrestle. And then like especially when you have an older brother, and you're like, I don't know what to do. Low blow, so he must have had like a older brother or something, and he used to low blow the crap out of him. So he gave one heck of a low blow, but this was a pretty good match. I definitely liked it. Baron Corbin ends with a low blow and followed by the end of days. And I thought it was a pretty good match. Pretty good pre-show match. I kind of want Baron Corbin off the pre-show. I want him on my main card, but that's just me. Casey, thoughts? Oh God,
um,
I got like the minority opinion out of the three people here on that. But anyway, Casey.
I actually enjoyed this match. It was really good. I thought both of them actually put on a really good match. I usually don't say that about Baron Corbin, but I really liked it. The only thing I didn't like is this was a no DQ match, and they only did two things that would have ever caused a DQ. Like I expected at least like a chair or something, to make it feel like it was worth being a no DQ match. Other than the shoulder into the post and the low blow, it was just a normal match, which kind of upset me. Especially being on Extreme Rules. If you're gonna do a no DQ match, do a no DQ match. Like make it exciting. But it was a good match though.
Amy, thoughts?
I don't know. It was an okay match in my opinion. I still don't think Baron Corbin's got uh, enough in-ring ability to be on the main roster. To be quite honest, he's got talent, but his fluidity is not there. It's just kind of choppy in certain areas. I think he just got brought up too quick. But Dolph Ziggler will sell everything for him, so that works. And like Casey said, it was no DQ match, and we saw two moves. And I kind of hated it ended on a low blow. That is the stupidest thing to end it on. Use the table. There are three perfectly good tables out there. Hell, use the glass table from the pre-show. It's the pre-show. Powerbomb, I'm on it. surprise the panel. Why not? Use something else. I honestly didn't like it too much though. Though I love Dolph Ziggler, so that works for me. I believe under we gave it a C, so it's pre-show quality. and I don't think he's going to be taken off the pre-show for a while. So
I think the thing with Baron Corbin for me, like I know back when we were watching him in NXT, I said he had, a certain presence about him and he had that it factor. And I think he did for NXT, for that smaller crowd, that smaller arena. He could work that crowd. He could work a match in that smaller arena. It's a completely different thing when you get to the big arenas, especially on pay-per-views. I don't think he's ready for that.
I
But
agree.
you have to give him a chance to work with those
The
pay-per-view
man
crowds.
can't hold out the ring.
That's irrelevant.
Well, the thing is, look, if you want him to improve, have him do all the house shows. That's the one way he can learn how to work a crowd, and he'll get more in-ring time. It's just like any sport. You need practice, and the man was barely on Raw and SmackDown to promote this forsaken, horrible match. Dolph Ziggler took on everybody else. You didn't see Baron Corbin.
They didn't even put
I'm
him
not
on
saying it's
the Go Home
awful.
show, which I hated. Not just because I was
No, they
there,
didn't
but
put. I don't see him. Honestly, he needs to do Superstars main event, house shows. If he does Superstars, that's a nice warm up. If he's actually on the, SmackDown or Raw, whichever one, or main event, whichever one they're filming that day, that'll be 2 matches for him that day. He just needs practice, and he really needs someone to work with him on his in ring ability. He needs to be more fluid and make things just look better. He's got a
I
great presence, I agree, and he did fine. I watched him. I saw him in Cleveland. I just don't think he's ready for that big push yet.
I do like how he talks to people while he's in his matches. That's one of my
He does.
favorite things about Baron Corbin. Amy, you look like you disagree with me. Which,
No, I said
of course,
I liked it.
typical, because
I said I liked how he yelled at people in matches. I was just pushing my cat away.
that's what it is. That's what they all say.
Uses.
Just go to the flipping main show already.
He doesn't even have a cat.
We're on the main show. We are. Anyway, the Usos versus the Club in a tornado tag team match.
Texas.
Teddy Long is hype, baby. He is hype. He said not just a tag team match, a tornado tag team match. Holla, holla. Oh, he didn't say that. But, I bet you he was tweeting all during this match. I was excited for this, though, because we hadn't seen, I was talking to Amy, I was like, what is this tornado tag team match? Like, we haven't seen this in a long time. Like, I think I played on the video game, though. I think that's what happened. I think they put the video game in real life, and then they was like, we got this. Did Baron Corbin just win? Anyway, I thought this match was pretty good too. I liked it. It gave it a different feel, it being a tornado tag match. We haven't seen them in so long. It's kind of cool when it's a tornado tag match, but it's not necessarily no DQ. I think that was kind of a cool thing because we haven't seen just a normal tornado tag team match in so long. And I like how kind of everything it was like just pandemonium the whole time. I definitely like that. It was pandemonium, but it was organized too, the way a match should be. The fight would start outside. We definitely saw some good tag team work from both teams, which I definitely like. I hope they give the Club a chance at the tag titles at some point too, because I think they could be a really good asset to the tag team division in the title picture. The Boot of Doom from the apron I thought looked really cool. The Uso splash onto the ring bell. I was like, oh, not the ring bell, no. And then the Legend Killer. I can't remember exactly what I think it was the aided. Like a twisting neck breaker type thing by the Club for the win, and I was like, so the Club won, so that means AJ Styles is definitely losing. But anyway, I definitely like this match. I hope they do more tornado tag team matches, just normal tornado tag team matches, especially when like with the tag titles. I think would be cool. But let's start with Amy this time. Amy, any thoughts?
Oh, sorry. A little bit of a delay on my end. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was a good match. Pretty much how they've set that up. It was a perfect style match. Texas Tornado made real sense because all of their matches they've had against each other in Raw, SmackDown, 6-man tag, what have you, have ended in brawls. So why the hell not just throw them all in at once? Great tag team work from both between the double super kicks, Boot of Doom, their assistant neck breaker. I don't remember what it's called, to be quite honest. The ring bell
The
did
Legend
look like
Killer.
it hurt like hell.
Legend Killer.
Yeah, Legend Killer. Ring bell did look like it hurt like hell for poor Russo there. And yeah, that match kind of set up the finale in my opinion. You knew whoever won, the opposite person is winning in the end. Sucked, but hey. And yeah, I think they would be good with the tag titles, but right now I don't think we're gonna see them with the titles for a little while. They're already over with everybody. They don't need a belt to help them. Not like, the VaudeVillians, or they were possibly do it with End Zone Cast or some other division, some other tag team. Yeah, otherwise, it's a pretty good match. I gave it a B on mine.
All right, Casey.
Yeah, they definitely made this match more exciting than I felt like it was going to be, just making it a tornado tag team match, just because we haven't seen a tornado tag team match in like I was saying, I think I snapped Amy too, saying, what is this tornado tag match? Because the last time I've seen it, like it's been in the video games, but actually seeing one on WWE, like we haven't seen one in years. And they brought a couple matches back. I felt like that we haven't seen in years, like the submission match. We haven't just seen a submission match in a long time. It feels like, but I don't know. I like this match. There was something. This might just be because the Usos were tag team champions for way too long, and I'm still kind of sore about it and don't like it. But there's something so satisfying about seeing them just being destroyed. I don't know why. I like them. I like them. I would hang out with Jimmy and Jay. I'd hang out with them. They're cool guys. I've seen them in Total Divas. They're cool guys. I've seen them on Up, Up, Down, Down. They're cool guys. But seeing them just destroyed, there's some sick pleasure in that I have. I don't know why. I also, DJ is going to agree with me on this because he hates Triple H. I love Carl Anderson's Spine Buster. It is so much better than Triple H's. It is amazing. Again, one of those simple moves that somebody finally is using more often. Kind of like Ambrose using the Dirty Deeds, which is basically a DDT. I like when people bring back those simple moves and make them feel like they're important in that still, like they're really impactful and really work. Like, it was for a while there, you barely saw a spine buster except for Triple H. For a while, a DDT was a move that, maybe got a 1 count, and now these are moves that, really looked impactful. But I definitely like this match. I thought either way, Roman Reigns was probably going to win just because, WWE doesn't like to give us what we want, ever. So.
All right. Yes.
To counter his point real quick, Miley brought up a good point when we were talking. Real quick, they never had Roman versus Seth. Seth got injured before it happened. So, I mean, it made sense. They're going to finally end the crap out of it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I figured that, but it was still kind of like, oh, no, just give it to AJ. He would put us on such a better match with Seth than Roman would.
Well,
is that
yeah.
is your cat again?
Sorry.
All right, let's move to the next match. We had Kalisto versus Rusev for the U.S. title. Sorry, I'm still hype about this match. I was excited going into this match, definitely. Because I'm just glad that Rusev is getting back to his original self. And that's always a good thing. Even with the recent push, even if he wouldn't have won the match, I would have felt like at least he's getting back to that Rusev type of a guy, that big Bulgarian brute like monster type of a guy. But Kalisto got put in like a variety of submissions, torture rack, I think, and then he ended up locking in a sleeper hold on Rusev, and Rusev's faces were just like, what is this? What is going on? I don't understand. So Rusev was confused. Rusev gets out with a nice little kind of like a senton, like fall down type of thing to get out of the sleeper hold. The Hurricane Buster, I don't know, a Hurricane Buster, I don't know how to say it, but I don't know what you call that move, but move that Kalisto does. Love it. Looked really good tonight. I think, I'm not sure. They talked about this little tweak that Kalisto had in his back. I'm not sure if it was a tweak. The only time I saw it was when he was doing the lucha chance. He was struggling a little bit on the lucha chance, but everything else he was fine. He could jump off the trampoline. He was fine. He was fine with everything else. It was just a lucha chance that was hurting just a little. It was that little spot in the back. I get it. I get it. Trust me. I got you, Kalisto. But then Kalisto gets thrown off the top turnbuckle onto the apron, which was like, oh my good. Casey sent me this like he sent me a snap. He was like, on the apron, like he was so shocked and in pain. And then Rusev ends up locking in the accolade on Kalisto, and Kalisto taps immediately. Like I don't even think he had locked it in yet. I think he just thought about the accolade and he just tapped out. Like that's one of the fastest tap outs I've seen in quite some time. Was that tap out? But shout out to the selling of that injury and making it actually seem like it was like a legit. He's really really hurt. I think having him tap out so quickly. You could say it made him look weak, but I think it actually helped him out a little bit. Any thoughts on this U.S. title match and your new
here.
U.S. champion, Casey?
I like the match. The only thing
I cannot hear anything.
Okay,
we can hear you, so
we can hear you. It's awesome.
The bad part is we can't tell her to like leave and come back.
I mean, we could message her.
We could do that.
But
Hello?
I'm not going to.
All right, Casey, just keep going. I'll message her.
I'm getting like very broken up words.
Try to leave
Some
and
not.
Try to leave and
Try to leave and come back.
Try to leave and come back.
Not that leave. Not like turn your camera off leave. I mean like.
Let's see.
Like actually go out of the like actually leave the call and then come back.
Let's see if. Hold on. Everything's frozen on my end.
And I'm back.
I'm working on it, but everything's frozen.
Oh, she can hear us now. Well, at least if you
Everything
can
is
hear us,
legit frozen over here.
that's halfway there.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey.
Everything unfroze.
It's unfroze or it's froze?
I said it unfroze, except Casey doesn't exist on my side.
Why is it always? Why do you hate me? Because you hate me. Anyway, so can I continue with my thoughts on this match?
You can.
Talk
about how Rusev is your new.
First of all, again, I say this on every sort of gimmick pay-per-view, especially Extreme Rules. I think in Extreme Rules, every match should have some sort of extreme stipulation, whether it's a ladder match.
Actually, it had a stipulation. I wish you would have said just had a stipulation, because I would have been like, it was a normal match. Darn it.
Extreme stipulation. Like
an extreme normal match.
Crap.
Like a ladder match, like a table match, something. But I mean, it was a good match anyway. That flipped over onto the apron. Yeah, I would not want to take that spot ever. And not to steal this from Amy because we were talking about that a little bit, and it kind of did look like he may have actually hurt himself, and they may have called it, just because it did look like he actually was injured. I don't know if it's seriously or just precautionary, just because WWE's they're really worried about neck, back injuries, things like that. So I don't know if they did. I don't know if it was supposed to end like that. But I'm happy that Rusev won the title. I really hope they don't do the Cena burying thing.
Please no, they won't do it. They won't do it. He doesn't deserve it. He's worked too hard. He's too much of a Bulgarian brute. And Lana.
Do you remember how over he was before, and then he got buried? Yeah. Don't
do it. No, he's good. He can sell. And he's fast for a big guy. Come on.
So terrible.
Can you is it still kind of broken English for you? I feel like it is because she's not responding. So,
I can't. I don't know. It froze 3 times. So.
Starbucks sucks.
Shut up.
Okay.
I don't know where you are in this conversation because I didn't hear anything for like the past 5 minutes.
So we is on the U.S. title match where my boy Rusev.
Oh crap!
It's your new.
Now he's gonna get buried by John Cena. It's gonna happen. I know.
It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, Kalisto and
yeah.
Rusev.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rusev. Rubeck.
Yeah. He'll have like an 8-day reign. John Cena will take that title. Make it better again. Thank God.
It's already better because Rusev has it.
No, look. I don't even think that match was supposed to have Rusev.
Okay, Jay Lethal.
Oh.
This title's important because I have it.
No. Honestly, I think they changed the call at the very last second when they saw how Kalisto was on the apron. I don't think he was supposed to win at all. Kalisto was, in my opinion, supposed to win. Kalisto probably has a broken back.
He doesn't have a broken back. He shouldn't have fell like he fell. It's his fault. Rusev did the spot like he was supposed to. He should have sold the spot like he was supposed to.
You do know Rusev is the one who injured him the first time.
Rusev didn't injure him at all.
That's why Kalisto wasn't wrestling on SmackDown or any of the house shows. He got pulled because he was injured.
That's because Rusev is too rough for little old Kalisto. Get your little man out of my ring, says Rusev.
Yeah. He's not going to last as champion.
He is.
I'm not just going to know.
He's going to be the greatest of all time. Better than Dean Ambrose.
Whoa.
Trash.
Oh,
better than
suck
Dean
it.
Ambrose.
No one has beaten Dean Ambrose's reign. Suck it.
He's going to
beat that reign yet. He's still the longest reigning U.S. champion.
He's going to beat Dean Ambrose's reign, and he's going to actually defend the title, unlike Dean Ambrose did.
Wait, how is he going to...
No, he defended the title all the time.
Barely.
He just don't watch. He don't pay.
Barely?
Well, how is he going to beat Dean Ambrose's record if he's going to get buried by John Cena? Like, a week into
days.
Y'all just don't like big people, man. Shame. Anyway, I got you, Rusev. Anyway,
we don't.
We got the New Day.
Oh man.
Versus the VaudeVillians.
I feel you, Casey.
For the world, for your W.
Crap.
E. World.
Crap, I lost
it. Okay. We got that. I'm gonna give it to Casey first, cause I'm gonna give it to y'all first, cause I want to hear y'all disagree with me, cause that's all y'all gonna do anyway, cause y'all hate big people. Big E in the match, y'all hate him.
No. See, you would think I would make excuses and be like, they got robbed, blah blah blah. No, that ain't it. See, the VaudeVillians, they didn't want the titles yet. they wanted the New Day to keep them warm and warm them up a little bit more because, they want them nice and warm and toasty when they win them because, the last thing you want is cold leather on your skin. So they just warm them up.
They about a year long warm.
That's not warm enough. We talk about the VaudeVillians, okay? And also, I really think they were trying to go for Big Cass and Enzo. It felt like they were going for them, and then Enzo got hurt, so maybe that's why. But I still think, the VaudeVillians would be a great tag team champion. But I don't know. I just don't like how this match ended. It's Kofi, you jerk.
Yeah, the only way the VaudeVillians can make those titles look good is if they come out in black and white. Amy.
It was a pretty decent match. I like that we saw Xavier Woods wrestle this time. He's like the most underrated superstar, in my opinion. He's got great in-ring ability, charisma, everything. That was great to see some of his moves, because God knows that man never wrestles. All we hear is him and Francesca. That poor man. Or he's the one that's getting powerbombed through some tables everywhere, 3D through tables, name it. But I think it was a good match. The New Day definitely embodies the Freebirds, in my opinion. They use the Freebird rule, so any one of them can defend the title. They tag just pretty much like them, which is great. So, I don't know, I liked it. I'm kind of glad the New Day did win. Otherwise, that crowd would have went crazy. And I don't think the VaudeVillians are ready to be champions yet. They were great in NXT, but they're going to have to make it work a little bit better on the main roster, in my opinion. And I think Enzo and Cass were supposed to be the ones to take the titles from them. At least they would have the crowd happy for the tag team division either way, and I think they can make that match for Enzo and Cass. They needed Carmella for that match then. Make it a little more fun.
See, I'm curious to see when WWE gives up on the New Day. Because the New Day technically got themselves over. And WWE don't like that, last time I checked.
Honestly, I think it depends on who you are, to be quite honest.
It's because they're black. It's because they're black. I get it. Let's go.
The New Day pitched all of their own ideas. That was their entire concept. So I think that's one of the things they liked about it, because no one really takes chances anymore with promos or gimmicks. They're just like, okay.
And then if they do, they get fired.
Depends on what they do.
That's true.
Or depends on who you are.
I feel like it's because
we saw it with Cody Rhodes and why he asked for his release.
I feel like a lot of it is because all these guys, the guys that can, there are those small group of guys who can do their own promos and are really good at it and can do all this stuff. But the majority of them come up through, NXT. Their hand is held the whole way. So a lot of these guys just don't know how to do, promos and stuff, or come up with ideas. And the ones that can are afraid to, because WWE wants to, mold you and keep you on that leash. And, if you're not doing something WWE wants, you're not going to do it. Which is unfortunate, because the fans want those guys who can go out and, because fans aren't dumb. We can tell when a promo is completely scripted by WWE, and we can tell when somebody's going out and doing just a promo like on the spot. And we like when they do the promos on the spot, but we hardly ever see it anymore.
Yeah. But let's talk about the ravishing Big E. I'm surprised I haven't said that before. He was doing the whole hip thing, and I was like, can I call him the ravishing Big E now? Please? Can I do it? I'm going to do it forever. I'm going to do it until he stops. I like the nice little big knee reversal off the running spear. I thought that was a nice touch. And a Shining Wizard to win a match? What? You trying to tell me I saw a Shining Wizard? What? I haven't seen a Shining Wizard in WWE in a long time either. Shining Wizard, tornado tags, submission matches? What? What am I watching? But I thought this match was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. It's not as good as I've seen some of the tag team title matches in the past, but I thought it was pretty good. But let's get to this fatal four-way match: Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens versus Cesaro versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Amy, I want to give you this one first.
First of all, The Miz is awesome. And
He is.
I'm happy he retained. I do have to mention, I did not see the ending coming, though. I didn't think they were going to give it to him. Just by the way they started with Sami Zayn and that haluva kick, I honestly thought they were setting up a Sami Zayn victory, especially toward the end. Congrats to my Normandy alum. Yay, go Invaders. Good job, Miz. But honestly, that's the match of the night, in my opinion. Non-stop action from uppercut trains to Cannonball Express's frog splash to a guy holding on to a bottom rope while Cesaro tries to swing. Or I think he was going for the sharpshooter, one of the two. But you can't beat that. You have guys in the ring that have worked well together in the past and can put on a great match. No one really outdid anyone. They kind of just worked well together in general. And we knew that coming in because of Sammy and Kevin, 10 plus years. And then Cesaro and Miz were starting to work well together as well. I did love the determination from the Miz and the skull crushing finales. Good lord, he hit those, and everyone's kicking out. And then there's Maurice getting involved. Gotta love her. She's awesome. It's because she's married to the Miz, that lucky woman. But no, that's honestly the match of the night. A plus. You couldn't beat it. The crowd, I think, had about 5 "This is awesome" chants. Switching from everybody, including the Miz, got an awesome. Miz is awesome at one point. Between that and Olay, and I don't know what else they did for Cesaro and Owens, but it was great.
All right, Casey. He's had that same face for like 5 minutes.
What was the thing that you started off saying about The Miz? What was that?
He's awesome?
How dare you?
How dare me?
He was awesome back when he was
awesome.
teamed with John Morrison. And then, no. I don't know. Don't get me wrong.
Root for my fellow Clevelander, my fellow Invader. Come on now. And he's good. He's underrated, in my opinion.
Nope. Anyway.
Casey doesn't like him because he didn't come from the Indies. Roasted.
Oh, suck it. He just came from the real world and Tough Enough. Oh, well.
He came from Tough Enough. That's practically the Indies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cue every fan of us throwing chairs at me for that one.
No, but this was a great match. I just feel like the two most talented guys in this match got robbed. I really thought it was going to be either Sami Zayn or Cesaro. I think those are the two best. I mean, Kevin Owens is good.
Kevin Owens is better than both of them. And The Miz, because he is still... Sorry. I'll wait.
No, you go.
I'm waiting on you.
No, I'm done. You go.
Alright, I will. Because it's time someone on this podcast...
The Miz sucks. You will always suck.
It's time someone on this podcast spoke the truth. And Amy did a good job. Amy, I'm not even going to lie. Amy did a good job. But Casey, for shame. First off, Kevin Owens is much better than Sami Zayn and Cesaro. Actually, I like them all three kind of equally. But I like Kevin Owens too. And you just hate him because he's fat. Gosh, he's just so got it because he's big, man. Anyway, I enjoyed this match. I thought this match probably was match of the night. Probably was match of the night. It was a really good match. There was stuff going on everywhere. Um, the little like dual suplex thing they did with the capture suplex and the German suplex was epic. I liked it. Shout out to Taz on the capture suplex. He probably mentioned it on his podcast. I know he will. The pendulum frog splash on Miz by Kevin Owens was really cool. The sunset flip powerbomb was the greatest thing I saw all night. It was amazing. My goodness, can this happen more often? God, that thing looks so good. Shout out to Cesaro and Sami Zayn on that one. But the rightful. I wish I had my Intercontinental Championship down here, but I don't. It's in my room. This will do just as good. The rightful, and I'll turn it upside down so the W's and M. The rightful Intercontinental Champion. I hate you a lot.
What?
I hate you a lot. The rightful Intercontinental Champion. He got the win. But anyway, Casey, go back to your point because you probably didn't have anything to say anyway.
No, but you mentioned my two favorite spots of the match: the capture German suplex double. What the hell was that? I know I think weren't we live reacting to this, and I was like, Morrow needs to be calling this match because he would have called that perfectly. He would have like known the exact name of everything. And then the flipping powerbomb was awesome. My creative wrestler in 2K does that, so I was like, yeah, that's my boy. But I hope they do more spots like that. The kind of exciting spots that you don't really see anymore because a lot of guys can't, sell them right or take them right. But I mean, guys like Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Owens, they've all like we've said, they've come up together, so they all can do all these awesome moves that we get excited about. But yeah, I wouldn't say it was match of the night because it didn't have thumbtacks. I'm just saying. But don't you look at me like that. Thumbtacks win every time. Every time. I saw a bit.
Oh crap.
Alrighty, let's move on to the next match, which is I went too far up in my notes. Is the thumbtack warfare? Chris Jericho versus Dean, the Asylum guy. Ambrose, Dean Ambrose. I'm just gonna keep it at Dean Ambrose and never try to make up a nickname ever again. Casey, you really like this match, so I want to give it to you first. Cause thumbtacks and Abyss.
I mean,
TNA.
I remember when this match first started, we were joking that they had all of the, and Amy's gone.
No, I'm here, except when I click the video off, for some reason I can hear you guys great.
Oh, okay. Google Plus just doesn't like you because you support the Miz. I get it.
Shut up and continue to talk.
How can I?
She's rough on you. She is rough.
How can I do that if I have to shut up? I'm confused.
You're lucky.
You shut up when you're talking to me.
But anyway, we were joking about how this is WWE and they're not going to use any of the weapons that were all hanging up there. But surprisingly, they used, I think, all of them except for Mitch too. Mitch Jr., whatever, son of Mitch. I was, it was just a really good, exciting match. I was really surprised when they brought the bucket down, and he opened it and took out the black bag, and I was like, oh my god, thumbtacks! I was like, is this WWE? Can they do this? This is PG. Can they do this? And then he poured them out, and I was like, yeah, he's gonna pour them out, but they're not gonna use them. They're just gonna, make us think they're gonna use them. But surprisingly, they did, and Jericho took them, without a shirt, just full on. I was impressed. Um, but it was just a really good match, a new match, sort of. And I know Justin was complaining about the black cage, but I liked
Oh
it.
crap.
Only Justin would complain about just the color of a cage.
No, I really felt like it made it feel like the old school cage, the old black one that they used to have, back when it was
Or,
just
or
bars.
we could make that comment about how Tina has a black cage.
That is
That,
true.
that was a joke, but I just wanted to say that because I thought about it. I was like, wait, wait a minute, doesn't Tina have a black cage? But I'll get to Amy here in a minute, so she doesn't have to turn her camera on and then turn it back off, even though she's gonna have to do it anyway for the next match. But I thought this match was kind of underwhelming a little bit. I liked it a lot, and I don't know how to feel because to a certain degree, I saw some things that I didn't expect to see, like the use of that barbed wire wrap 2x4 and the thumbtacks. But I just felt like it didn't feel like they were going all out to me. I don't know what it was. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was. We're not used to seeing a lot of these matches like this, and then when we do, we're seeing it elsewhere, so we're seeing it done really well. It seems like. So I just kind of felt like this it was just a little underwhelming to me. It was built up very well. Like it was surprising when I saw the freaking Asylum thing, because when I was at Raw Monday, sorry to rub that in again, but when I was at Raw Monday, I didn't see the actual cage. Like I didn't see it until they started lowering it. I didn't actually see it when I got in. So
I,
um,
I felt like to an extent it felt like they were kind of protecting Jericho a little bit, just because I feel like it's just because he is older and he has other things that he has to do. So if he actually really gets injured, it's he has Fozzy to think about. He has everything else to think about. So
the
and
children.
plus he is one of their kind of sort of WWE legends, I guess you could say. So and they seem to protect those guys a lot more. Um, so it felt like a little bit like they were kind of trying to protect him a little bit. I feel like if it was somebody else, they would have gone out all out more. Especially with Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose will do anything. He probably would have done the Swanton bomb off of the top.
Sorry, I just saw JoJo. Tyler Breeze and JoJo were in the same ring, and it was like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. But anyway, Amy, Amy,
I liked the match, but at the same time I didn't. I love the concept of the Asylum match, and I liked how they used, the barbed wire and the thumbtacks. I really wasn't surprised. I kind of called those. As soon as they pulled down the bucket, I'm like, there's thumbtacks or something in there. I mean, for the love of everything, he had a chainsaw at one point in life in a few matches, that barbed wire. Shade to Foley, why not? But it's Jericho, and they're not going to do you know, as exciting things as they would with someone else. And it's Dean Ambrose. He can go all out and make anything look good. I don't think that's the match they should have had him in, to be honest. I think they should have let Jericho leave like we all thought and had him start a different feud. I would have liked to see Mitch Jr., son of Mitch, just get knocked over Jericho's skull. I think that would have been great. Or he goes
did
up and
that?
gets.
I'm just wondering, did that plant look extra plastic to you?
Yeah.
Like more plastic than the first one? Like the first one didn't even
Yeah,
seem
I
like it was
think,
plastic
to
to
be
me.
honest, they were probably afraid of the pot falling.
That'd
Yeah.
be pretty heavy.
I think they're just more afraid of the pot actually falling and not holding. Because they had weak chains holding up all that crap.
Yeah.
You see it when he pulled down the bucket. All you had to do is just pull down and off. But honestly, it was good, but it wasn't great. And I love Dean Ambrose, so that is hard for me to say. He can make anything look well and do great, but if the partner's not going all out as well, it kind of sucks. I mean, that crowd was not in that match worth a damn at all. And they were kind of set up for failure after that fatal four-way, to be honest. So, I don't know. Like, I think in Dirty Deeds we gave it a B, but that's just because Molly loved it, and I personally gave it like a C. So, they could have done better. They need to stop this Dean Ambrose and Jericho feud. It's going nowhere. It's pointless. It's stupid. Let's put different feud. But Jericho took that shit like a champ.
All right. Let's get to the I think I'm just gonna call it Amy's match of the night.
Ha!
Charlotte
No.
versus Natalya for the WWE Women's Championship of the world and floor. I thought this match was actually going pretty well. The bad part is, I mean, like as far as like the wrestling portion of it, the bad part is we were doing the live reactions, so I didn't really get a chance to really pay attention to it like I wanted to. Casey and I were talking about that. Like I was paying attention more to like the comments or paying attention more to like the guy who was talking more than I was the match. So I didn't really get to pay attention to it as much as I wanted to. But at the end of the match, Ric Flair's music hits and Dana Brooke comes in with a horrible wig. And she ends up, revealing herself as Dana Brooke, obviously. And then Charlotte locks in the figure eight for the win. And I think it looks pretty. I like the figure eight tonight. She hasn't used it in a while. It doesn't seem like to me. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like. Maybe she hasn't been wrestling as much on like Raws and stuff. I feel like, but I may be mistaken. Casey, thoughts?
Honestly, I was trying to pay attention to this match, but I was so distracted by way too many people in that group me, or in that not group me, that's another app, but in the Google Plus.
It's another app that also sucks.
And it wouldn't have been an issue if we were all, talking about the match and reacting to the match, but Justin and the other guy weren't even talking about the match. They were talking about video games and Call of Duty and all this other shit. And I'm like, we're on this trying to react to, like, that's the title of the video. Reacts to blah blah blah, not talks about freaking Call of Duty while we're supposed to be watching a pay-per-view. But from what I saw, it looked like a pretty good match. I knew Natalya wasn't gonna win the title. At this point, it feels like there would be no point to it. They've never really given Natalya that big push. I mean, she's had title runs, but it feels like they've never actually really given her that big push, and I don't think they're gonna do it now. There's still, I feel like there's still a lot of bad blood between, McMahon and the Hart family in general. So, and I think unfortunately for Natty, that is a part of why she's never really gotten that push that she deserves. Because to be honest, she is one of the best in-ring performers, women-wise, in the WWE that they've had in years, other than the more recent ones, like obviously Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, them. But I mean, as far as sort of I kind of call them the Bella Twins era divas, she's been one of the best, and she's never gotten that push, and unfortunately I don't think she's going to. I don't think she's going to get that title. She deserves it, but I don't think they're going to give it to her. Like we've been saying, I think they're just going to wait till SummerSlam to drop the title to Sasha Banks. But it was a good match, though. It was fun to see a submission match that we haven't seen. What? You don't like submission matches, Amy? You don't like submissions? Amy don't like submissions.
Just finish, and you'll understand my rant. And
no, I'm done. I'm done because you don't like submissions. You don't like Dean Malenko. You don't like Chris Benoit. You don't like anybody that. You don't like Chris Jericho.
Armbar.
Hold up, hold up, Casey. My favorite wrestler of all time besides Shawn Michaels is Ken Shamrock, who is a submissionist. I do Muay Thai, and I'm a mixed martial artist.
Whoa.
With the
emphasis
on submission. So hush.
But is your favorite submission holder armbar? Armbar.
Hold up. Did you just say your favorite wrestler was Ken Shamrock?
Of all time?
Yes.
I love you again.
Yes.
Nobody loves Ken Shamrock. I don't get it. I will let the Miz thing slide, and the Starbucks.
Thanks. Are you good? Because this is about to be a little rant.
Oh God.
No, that made everything okay. That made everything okay. The fact that you're a Ken Shamrock fan.
All right.
Oh crap.
And her. This is why we can have nice things.
I'm here. I just have to turn it on and off occasionally. I don't know why. Okay. Well, I didn't like the match. I thought it's kind of sucked. They built it up quite nicely, I do have to say. However, I think they needed to have Charlotte wrestle more because she needs all the in-ring time she can get. She's talented, but for the love of God, that woman needs matches to get things down. Especially with someone she doesn't really wrestle that often. It's okay to not have her wrestle as much when she's going up against Becky, or they wrestled all the time in NXT. It's there. But when it... Oh, crap. There we go. And I don't know. It just didn't seem to flow well. And then this whole Dana Brooke thing. I love Dana. She's my girl. Another Clevelander. But if you're going to bring out Dana Brooke for this match, why the hell wouldn't you bring out Becky Lynch to back up Natalya? Well, it was Emma. Dana and Becky are feuding. So why the heck wouldn't you just go down there and beat the crap out of her and help her out? I mean, it made sense in my opinion, but the WWE doesn't take logic. They want to have these BS finishes in the women's division and not actually solidify that the women can wrestle, and hell, can wrestle better than some of their male talent. I think I would have liked it better had they had Charlotte actually win it and not have a distraction or anything. Or heck, if they want to do the distraction, like I said, bring out Becky, make it even, and make us not think, oh, well, there's the end of that match. Charlotte won. Next. And maybe this is the time that they bring up and actually give Becky the title. If they're going to pull Dana Brooke into Charlotte, I mean, that would be the next logical step, but, God knows they don't know logic. Yeah, I know. It's a new concept that WWE has yet to find, and I started a mini uproar on my Twitter feed after that match. But, yeah, I know, right? I got it, DJ. No one gets logic anymore. It sucks. But the women's division is plagued by 7 different injuries. 7 women are down, and if I remember correctly, they only have, 5 more that can actually wrestle right now that are cleared. So they're very limited in what they can do, and that sucks because the division's going downhill. If anyone else says this revolution's going somewhere, it's not. They're stupid, and it's backpedaling horrifically. So Sasha's currently injured. I don't think if she is the next one to get the title, it's going to be very close to SummerSlam before we see her even return, possibly, depending on what they declare her injured with. And I don't know. They should just give it to Becky, in my opinion, and then they can go from there.
How injured is Sasha? And when did she get injured?
Not long ago, maybe within a week. They haven't released.
Because I know she was at the house show. She wrestled at the house show on Saturday.
She hasn't been injured long. It said within a week, and Summer Rae just got injured last night. I mean, you have Nikki, Alicia, Summer, Sasha, Naomi, Tamina, Emma. They're all out. And 3 of them are out for months. Emma, we have no idea when she'll come back. So, I don't know. I think they're going to continue the Becky Dana thing for a minute. Maybe Charlotte takes on Paige next, and we actually have Paige win a match against her, for the title. That'd be great, but that's logic, and she's got like an 0-14 current streak in title matches. I'm done.
Casey, you had something to say?
I was trying to figure out what that logic is.
Yeah, what letter does it start with?
The G? Is it French?
I believe it's an L.
Is it French? I feel like it's French. Logique.
Logique?
Logique.
Logique. Possibly French, but no. Oh, and to answer your question, though, I do like submission matches. I do. I just didn't like this one. I loved the concept. I thought it would have been great, figure 4 or figure 8 versus sharpshooter, but the first time figure 8 appeared, tap, 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 so.
That's how it works, actually. According to WWE.
I don't like
the figure 8 reverse.
Because it doesn't,
No.
It actually doesn't add anything to the move at all.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't apply. If anything, it creates less pressure.
Yeah.
But Natty had Charlotte in the sharpshooter and pulled her off the ropes and still had her in it, and it gets reversed. Ugh. They need to stop Charlotte with this title. They don't let her wrestle, so she can't get better on that. Her mic skills haven't improved.
All right.
So,
Right.
they're going backwards.
That's basically what they're doing. They have Rick do everything. Oh, we have put her with her dad. It'll work. Then what happens when Rick can't go anymore, even though he's gonna probably die in the ring? But he probably should not be traveling as much as he is at his age right now as it is. And she's gonna have to, if she really wants to succeed in professional wrestling and have that legacy like her dad, she's gonna have to learn to sink or swim on her own. And she was doing well in NXT. It's just they push her up to the main roster and then threw her with her dad, and they're not, like you said, they're not having her wrestle. She's not improving on anything because Rick's doing everything.
All right, let's jump into the main event. We had Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles with maybe a little surprise at the end. Maybe Finn Balor? Was it Finn? Nah, wasn't Finn. Casey, I'm gonna give you this one because if I don't go to the bathroom now,
it was El Torito.
Not gonna be a good sight. But what?
It was El Torito.
It was actually El Torito and Hornswoggle as a tag team.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, yes, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match. AJ Styles and Roman Reigns. I actually thought this was a really good match. And especially, I don't say many good things about Roman Reigns matches, but I actually think he did well in this match too. More for the fact because it was more of a fight rather than a match. He's not. I feel like he's still not that good in-ring wrestling. But if it's a brawl, if it's a no DQ type match, then he can do a good match. I mean, he is supposed to be that kind of big dominant monster, so it works. And AJ can pretty much, put on a great match with anybody. So it works. And it set up the ending perfectly. I won't get into it yet because I don't know if DJ wants to talk about the ending specifically. But I actually thought it was a really good match. They went sort of around the arena. I'm still upset that they didn't go backstage because they never go backstage anymore. I wish they would still do that. It makes it kind of feel more exciting, more unpredictable a little bit. Unfortunately, they don't go backstage. They did go through the crowd a little bit. Broke through barriers, broke the tables. It was just I thought it was a really good match.
Wait, wait. Backstage?
Yeah, they actually used to go, backstage. It's
Did that come from the same place that Logique?
yeah.
French. The French did it.
It's French. Real quick, let me just give my thoughts so y'all can feel like y'all can talk about the Seth Rollins thing, because I was gonna let you just go ahead and talk about it if you wanted to. It was up to you though.
I don't know. Just talk about the match.
All right,
Talk about the
all
match.
right, all right. The match. I thought it was good. I definitely thought it was good. I didn't. I thought the payback match was actually better. Personally, I just really liked the payback match. But I thought it was good. I knew the club was going to get involved at some point. Roman Reigns just threw AJ Styles practically everywhere he wanted to. There were some really cool like just spots going on in this one where Reigns would just throw him around, and I think that works well with the style that they kind of given Roman Reigns. The club would get involved. Reigns would kick out at two, and then the Usos would get involved. AJ would kick out at two. Um, style clashes on the chairs, on the chair, that one chair that they keep using all the time. Um, and then AJ Styles was laying in some chair shots on everyone. Like I think he got me, and I think he like caught me on the side of my face or something, because like he was wearing some people out with that freaking chair. And then the phenomenal forearm gets reversed with a spear for the win by Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is still a champion, and then Roman Reigns is celebrating, doing his little thing, and as we were kind of live reacting to this, I guess, you know, I kind of felt like something was gonna happen. I just didn't know what it was. I thought it was gonna be Finn still, because I didn't know Rollins was even cleared to come back yet. I didn't know. I knew he was like training, but I didn't know he was like actually cleared. So Rollins comes in, hits the pedigree on him, and the crowd goes freaking bananas. Justin went freaking bananas. But yeah, I definitely liked it. I think setting up, we've seen Reigns and Ambrose go at it to a certain degree. We've seen Rollins and Ambrose go at it, and so now I guess it's time to see Reigns and Rollins. I think it'll be good. It is a contrast of styles, which actually kind of helps the matches sometimes. There's a contrast of styles going at it, but I'm excited. I'm excited for Rollins to be back. I like Rollins a lot. And I'm hoping maybe with Reigns losing the title, it'll help them actually define a character for him, because I just feel like they still haven't defined anything. He's still, he can be the guy, but he's still just the guy from the Shield. He's not, like I think he still has that Shield stigma on him, which is kind of holding him back. Like you can't go but so far in a tag team gimmick. Even like, and I get it more so with Big Cass because he's still in a tag team. But like Reigns is not in a tag team anymore. You don't need to have him be the big guy from the Shield. The Shield's done, at least until they reunite for that one special moment or whatever. But I'm wondering, I would think he would lose it at SummerSlam. I don't know what they would do for the next pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, but I think the one after that one is SummerSlam, if I'm not mistaken. It might be after that one, but I'm wondering what they're gonna do, because I feel like Rollins is gonna win it, because it's gonna be one of those situations where Rollins, he never really lost the title. He kind of just had to give it up, and he ends up winning it. And continues the dominant reign he was having. To me, in my personal opinion, dominant reign he was having. But yeah, I want to see what they're gonna do. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with the whole Rollins Reigns thing. I think it could be really good. I'm still trying to give Reigns a chance, because I still feel like he hasn't been given a real character yet to explore. But Amy, actually, since Casey's already given his thoughts on the actual match, how do you feel about the Rollins return, Rollins versus Reigns, or Rollins versus whoever?
Well, let Amy talk about the match first.
Oh, sure, Amy. Match things.
Match things.
Yes.
DJ just
Okay.
give over you.
It's okay. I had to turn my camera on and off half the time to hear him, so it works. I thought the match started off pretty slow. I was bored for like the first couple minutes, then it picked up. It was really nice. I'm kind of happy it was like a brawl type match, not a wrestling match, because Roman he's talented, but wrestling is not his specialty. In the Shield, we saw him mainly just come in, do some spears, Superman punches, and that's pretty much about it. Powerbomb, to end it, powerful guy, strong muscles, and you saw Ambrose and Rollins do the actual wrestling portions of the matches, and that worked out well for them. So I'm kind of really happy it was a brawl because he's a fighter and not really a wrestler, in my opinion. And AJ can do whatever the heck he needs to do well in the match, in my opinion. Chair shots for days. Holy crap. He just took everyone to school, busted out some batting practice and everything. I liked how the club and then the Usos came in. I think they actually worked out pretty well. They both hit their special moves, and both of them kicked out amazingly, and it kept the match going and exciting. For a minute, I thought AJ had a small chance in heaven to win. Very small after the Styles clash on the chair. Then my hopes and dreams got killed as soon as Roman Reigns hit that stupid spear in midair. I don't know. They need to just work with him more on trying to get him to come up maybe with his own promos, because these are horrifically scripted, and you can tell this "the guy" nonsense is repeated over and over and over, and it's the same monologue over and over again. It hasn't changed. It's just sad. And I think that the WWE really doesn't like him too much now is because for the second reign, or is it his third? Whichever.
Second. I'm pretty sure it's second.
Yeah, second.
Whatever. Second. He's been pushed down the WWE Universe's throats, and they really didn't book him well for it. They're pushing him down the throats, and then not only when he's out, with his nose injury, they're pushing Dean Ambrose for the title. Then they go back to Roman, and then they're just going to throw Dean in the mix. So they really weren't consistent. Like when he was out. You didn't hear nothing about Roman Reigns at all, except he had a match at whatever WrestleMania with Triple H. That was it. Dean Ambrose got that whole entire push. I think that's what screwed with the WWE Universe pretty much. After that, they were just completely against Roman. So I don't know.
All right. What were you doing?
Mhm.
All right. Casey, thoughts on the real quick? I do think Reigns is good at the big spots, like the big signature move type stuff. But anyway, Casey, thoughts on the Rollins return?
I was definitely excited. It was good to see him back. It's been a while. Like he's one of those guys who's been out for a while, and it feels like he's been out for a while. There's some other guys that they're out for 6, 9 months, whatever, and it doesn't seem like they've been out that long when they come back. But I feel like Seth Rollins, it feels like he's been gone forever. So seeing him back was really cool. I'm just wondering how they're gonna book him coming back, what they're gonna do with him, because I know right after he got injured, he sent out a tweet. I forgot exactly what it said, but something about rebuilding. And it felt like he was gonna come back maybe as a face or start off where he was as a heel and then turn on the Authority. So I hope, but then again, the Authority isn't there anymore, so I don't know what exactly they're gonna do with him. But I'm definitely excited for whatever they do with him. It's just good to have him back. I kind of don't like that he came back and did the pedigree, because that makes it feel like, oh, he's still Triple H's little pet. I feel like he should have come back and done one of his moves. I know they won't. He can't do the curb stomp anymore, but he should have done something.
Skywalker. Should have did Skywalker.
I feel like he should have done something more, him, not Triple H. Um, but I'm definitely excited. I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow on Raw. Um,
All right, Amy, thoughts?
Oh,
Google Plus
Amy,
loves you.
it
the
hates me. I don't know what was the last thing that was said.
Amy,
So,
thoughts? That's the last thing I said.
uh,
On return.
as much as this kills me, it kills me. I'm happy to see Seth back. I even tweeted "Thank you, Seth" or "Welcome back, Seth." Probably both. Um, I honestly, and it was like rebuild, reconquer, something along those lines. It's kind of similar to Triple H's return to SummerSlam when he took on King Booker. That type of promo, like we're gonna rebuild him and all that. That's what it's similar to, in my opinion. But honestly, it doesn't matter what the hell they bring him back as. The crowd just gonna love him, and they're gonna boo Roman. So he's pretty much a face in that nature. Even if he's a heel, he's just gonna be. He was gone so long that people are like, for the love of God, help us, bring him back, and they're gonna love him no matter what. He's gonna turn into one of those characters who can be face, heel, or whatever, and the crowd will love them. Kind of like Kevin Owens or Paige or Triple H for that matter. There are people who still love him. I mean, I do.
God, screw that guy.
Hush it. I think they're gonna have him. They're gonna start Seth off pretty slow and just not have him really wrestle. Maybe like an attack here or there for like the first week or two, so he can ease back into it. Because I don't even remember him rehabbing matches in NXT yet. So I'm thinking maybe Money in the Bank, he takes on Roman, wins it, and then SummerSlam they set up something, whether it be a rematch, a triple threat, or I don't know, something interesting. But I think he takes the title at Money in the Bank, to be quite honest. Because I don't, who the heck would they have Roman face at Money in the Bank for the championship? You can't not have the WWE title not defended, at least, or unless you're coming up with the number one contendership match in that nature. That would be the only way that title gets defended at SummerSlam, is if they don't have the title matches, they just have a number one contender match. But other than that, I loved it. Welcome back, Seth.
All right.
Never thought I'd say those words
Agreed.
in my life. Ugh. Miley
Agreed.
somewhere is cheering.
I'm sure she was so excited to see that. And probably like
No,
freaking marking out with her little action figure. She knew it. That's what it was. She knew it. She knew it. That's why she bought it. She knew it was going to happen. They've been talking and they didn't tell us.
Stupid action figure. Well, it was, I don't know how you didn't know. They released that Seth Rollins was cleared to wrestle this morning.
I
I
didn't.
don't know where you were, but
I haven't been on like social media today, so I just I don't know. But anyway, Extreme Rules 2016 review is in the book. I wanted to say something extreme, but the only thing I got is in the books. It's a book wrapped in barbed wire that's on fire. It's in that book, so look out, look out. But make sure you follow Miley and Amy on their DD_Miley_Amy MYLIE. No.
reverse it. Amy underscore.
So it's Miley underscore and then the D and then. All right, you tell them because then so it's Miley underscore DD.
No. It's Casey.
No, it's DD_ Amy _ Miley MYLIE. Or
Yes.
a personal account.
That's what it is. That's what I said, and it came out weird because.
I get it. It's the New Day under the table. That's what it. I get it.
And Google Plus hates me. We learned this tonight.
All of these things we learned tonight. But if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and catch up with us again. Follow us on Twitter. I tweet on there. Casey doesn't know what Twitter is, but I tweet on there at least.
I posted a video on Twitter
He
today.
did.
Shut
He
up.
did actually. He did. He posted a video finally after so long. I've been trying to get him to tweet. He finally did. But we hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button. Give us a like. Give us a comment. Share it. Put it on your foot. You know. So tape the link to your foot and then throw it. No, not your foot. Your shoe. Your shoe. Your shoe.
Throw your foot. Just cut it off. Throw it. You don't need
You don't need it. All right. But we will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed.